Good evening, friends. Today we are going to talk about two most important resources available on the internet for patients as well as their caregivers in relation to cancer guidelines. So, basically, if any patients or their caregivers are interested in knowing about or gaining more information regarding the type of cancer which they are suffering, specifically urological cancers in this case, so the two most important resources are the European Association of Urology Guidelines, which is basically a European framework of guidelines, uh, which can be accessed very easily on the internet. So just if you type EAU in the Google search box, you will be directed to the EAU guidelines. In the oncological guidelines provided on the EAU website, all kinds of guidelines regarding urological cancers can be found, ranging from prostate cancer to bladder cancer, as well as kidney, testicular, and penile cancers. So the EAU guidelines are basically meant for medical professionals, uh, and they are basically in very lucid form so that the patients can also understand certain aspects of cancer treatment as well as cancer research. If you just click on the prostate cancer panel, you will be redirected to the table of contents and the detailed information given on the website regarding the methods, the epidemiology and etiology, the classification and staging systems, up to the follow up of prostate cancer patients. So, there is also a facility of the EAU guidelines bot on the website, which if you click on, you can put in any query which you have on the EAU guidelines bot, and it shall give you the answers generated by artificial intelligence. So also there is a very handy tool of pocket guidelines available on the internet, so that you can just check on the guidelines on the go. The next important resource which we will be talking about is the NCCN guidelines. So NCCN stands for National Comprehensive Cancer Network. It is a network of 33 cancer research institutes in the United States of America, and it has been publishing these guidelines based on extensive research across the American institutes of cancer research. So just if you type NCCN again, you'll be redirected to their website, and NCCN guidelines for patients is a link which the patients or their caregivers can click on and access guidelines to basically treatment of cancer by all types. So specifically in this case, if we try to search for bladder cancer and click on that, we'll be redirected for the guidelines for the patients. And if we click on the bladder cancer English guidelines, we'll be redirected to a page which looks something like this. So in this booklet, basically it is a PDF containing all the frequently asked questions and the treatment aspects which the patients and the caregivers face during their predicament. So if we look at the contents briefly, it ranges from staging and grading to all the resources available on the internet for the patients and caregivers. This is a very nice and concise form of a question booklet created by the NCCN, and I personally feel that it is more helpful to the patients than the EAU guidelines, which are basically meant for medical professionals and may contain a lot of medical jargon which the patients or their caregivers may find difficult to understand. Let's look a bit detail. Let's look a bit of more detail into the NCCN guidelines. So NCCN guidelines basically starts from the anatomy as well as the location of the cancer, the etiology or the pathogenesis of the cancer, which is explained in layman terms for the patients as well as the caregivers. And whatever tests for bladder cancer need to be done for the investigation as well as the workup for cancer. The key points, what questions should the patients and the caregivers ask to the medical professionals, all of this is covered in a very lucid format in this question booklet. Thank you.